Alrighty guys, it's time to dive into the next suit of cards, which is the wands. So we've already established what the cups are. The cups were the relationships, the creativity, that type of spark, right? Well, the wands have a different type of creativity. It's a creativity when it comes to spiritual matters, intuition, deeper responses. I like to state that when I pull cups, I know the reading is going to be more about like what's 3D going on with emotions and etc. But when I pull wands, I go into this intuitive state and I know there's more deciphering to be put, okay? So, the season that pulls the wands is spring, and that is initiated by the first day of Aries. The element that is controlled by the wands is fire. And here is the astrological correspondences, okay? So, number 1, Aries. That is from March 21st to April 19th. 2, Leos. July 23rd to August 22nd. And lastly, but not leastly, Sagittarius, which is from November 22nd to December 21st. Those are the astrological correspondences. Now, let's dive into the cards. Remember, card 1 is called card ace, and then it goes to 2, etc. So, number 1, the ace of wands resembles raw creative energy, good vibes, passion, excitement, spirituality, burning inspiration. If I were to pull the ace of wands in a reading, asking about, is this part of my highest timeline, a new beginning with a career, investing in a project, etc., and I pull the ace of wands up hand, that would state to me that this is something that is to accelerate, to be excited for, to throw yourself in. If I pulled the ace of wands in reverse, what that represents is distraction, a cloudy direction, delays, needing to clear your mental haze, which can either be done by meditation or a form of deeper knowledge like reading. If I were to pull the ace of wands in reverse with the same exact question, is this something I should dive into? Is this to lead to my fruition? Be part of my empire? And I pull the ace of wands in reverse, what I would say with that is there's something that is like there's a distraction. There's somebody in your place of work, there's somebody you're thinking about investing in, that a full picture is not being shown to you. It's seeing that on the road, on the map, you have been following, but you hit a part of the map where there's fog, and you have to do nothing but trust intuition. The map and everything at that exact moment is not going to be able to help you. You have to follow with eyes closed almost. A lot of times we'll be in creative moments where we're wondering, is this make it or break it? And I would state ace of wands, when pulling your own cards, is a very imprinted one to remember. So, sum up number 1. Ace. Creative new beginnings. Positive vibes. Allowing for more to flow. And reversal would be the sense of distraction. Something you're going to have to ride through. And trust that there's something better. That even if you can't see fully what's going on, you're feeling it. And our compass. Number 2, the 2 of wands. That is about instinct. It's planning and it's being outside the box. It's a balance of action with idealness. And a lot of times when it comes to relationships, it's about a partner who is able to plan for the future with you. If I were in a love reading and I pulled the 2 of wands up hand, I would state that this person has their head straight. They know what they want. And remember, this is also paired with other cards. We can't just pull one card and know that it has like one meaning. Like I can't just pull lovers and tell somebody, oh, that's your soulmate. It has to be paired with the other cards. But when I state this, it's like we're doing an assumption that the overall reading, the other cards you would pull, would be up, hand, etc. as well. Remember, bookmark that as we dive further into this, I'll help you be able to pair the cards together like a book you're reading. But for now, let's just say in a reading we pulled all these cards up hand that were supposed to be up hand, and we're center focusing on the Two of Wands. That would be somebody I would state to go forth with and allow the organic to flow and almost start picking up the pace though. No speed walking, it's moving to a jog together. The Two of Wands in reverse is irresponsible partner. It's having delays. It's needing to rebalance yourself. It's needing to release what no longer serves, but also not letting pride stop you from forgiving. You see, the Two of Wands in reverse is more of a self-reflection thing, I would state. It's knowing I'm giving these chances to people that are keeping me in balance and I'm expecting change. But also, depending on the other card it's paired with, it could be saying that pride may be trying to stop you from forgiving. I personally see the Two of Wands in reverse talking about keeping yourself in check. And realizing sometimes keeping yourself in check means saying you're sorry, but sometimes it means you don't owe anybody an explanation. Number three of Wands represents foresight, partnerships, looking forward. It's further development. It's always about transformation, bonding, expansion, loyalty. When I'm in a reading and I pull the Three of Wands up hand, I would see that this is a person that wants to ask for forgiveness. They have really developed in your time apart. And you two have built bonds that would not have been able to happen if you would have stayed in each other's life. I say Three of Wands being pulled is being happy life doesn't have a crystal ball. And what I mean by that is that we could be spiritually inclined, part of our intuition merged together. But if we just knew exactly to a T how everything would happen, what would be the point? I say Three of Wands is being happy about the planning and being truly sitting in that energy of enjoying the ride and not all about the destination. The Three of Wands in reverse is underachieving. It's frustration. It's needing more patience, but it's having to remember delays are normal. Procrastination could be fading away life-changing opportunities if you give up after that inspiration period. This is what I mean by that. So we have inspiration, we have consistency. Inspiration comes and goes, consistency stays. It's down to character. I state that the Three of Wands in reverse is after that point of inspiration, that spark, giving up. It's a moment where if you pull the Three of Wands in reverse, Spirit's stating, don't give up now. Okay? You can have your moments of rest, but you need to keep balance, that you are on the way. That this is not a time where you show Spirit, I can stay consistent. I don't need just that flair, that extra power. I can do it. It's knowing that there's more meant for you. And to not go backwards. Number 4. The Four of Wands represents celebration, joy, success, gifts. It's a big card that when it's pulled with like love readings, it really means like a partnership, a marriage dynamic. Stability. When it comes to work readings, it's about the people at work appreciating you. And leadership, acknowledging that you are somebody that does the work of 3 people in one. It's having good leadership. It's having safety and trust and comfort with the team, no matter if it's your family, your work, or an actual like team, like sporting team, etc. When you pull the Four of Wands up hand, it's stating the people around you you are meant to celebrate with. You're meant to have fruition with. The Four of Wands in reverse represents like glitches in the universe, instability, stagnation, conflicts that hinder your work environment. Make it to where it's hard to connect or speak, or you have that one coworker that just has to find something, or that boss, that leadership person who is micromanaging. It's also a sense of being too patient with individuals, letting people walk all over you, which can lead to more stagnation or instability in your life when those lines can't be crossed. So, the Four of Wands in reverse, if I would get it in a career reading, I would state that the leadership or the people around you are not appreciating, and there is a sense of needing to stand up for yourself, but make sure your presentation doesn't overspeak your words. Because a lot of times we are in the right, but it has been bottled up for so long that when you finally explode, only thing people really notice is the way you brought the problem to attention versus actually the problem. I see a lot of times when I pull the Four of Wands in reverse, with that glitches part of the universe, like the Matrix, I sense when it's like a lot of times when you're needing to know, you could be going off current, and there's a flow that you've been following, and they need you to tilt more back to the left, become more one, not fall back into a lower timeline. Four of Wands would come out paired, Four of Wands in reverse would come out paired with some other cards to let us know, hey, lean forward, not backwards. Now, number 5. Five of Wands. That is competition, that's battle, that's having success, but having to fight through a lot of obstacles, external conflicts with people, criticism, attention. Five of Wands is holding your ground and not giving a fuck what anybody else thinks. It's knowing that there are going to be external people, situations that will try to get in the way of you in a person or you in your career, etc., but not letting it get the best of you. Five of Wands in reverse is internal conflict. It's having a short fuse. It's needing to reconnect to yourself. You need to listen with more compassion and reviving connection. So Five of Wands in reverse is actually about self, while Five of Wands up hand is about external. When you pull the Five of Wands in reverse, it's stating, hey, you're doing something that's not within your moral compass. You may be exerting frustration or anger you had from earlier in the day to somebody now that doesn't deserve it. It's needing to give other people a chance if they're asking for forgiveness. Remember, paired with other cards. So, Five of Wands up hand's about external. Five of Wands in reverse is internal. Then we have the Six of Wands, right? So that's victory, that's promotion, winning, vindication. It's having public recognition, being able to triumph. It's having progress be shown. It's knowing external validation. Six of Wands up hand is understanding it's okay to be praised and have victory, but not to let it get to your head. The Six of Wands in reverse is about inner celebration. It's self-confidence, it's patience, it's being able to celebrate quietly and keep your plans to yourself until it's time to show it to the world. It's honoring your success without needing any eyes to see. So Six of Wands up hand is about external victory, success, appreciation, promotion. And the Six of Wands inwards is inner celebration. It's knowing I don't need anybody else to see the picture right now to see where this is going to go and how far I've already come. Seven of Wands up hand is bravery, confidence, warrior energy. Being responsible for the next challenges ahead, being able to endure loneliness, and standing up for what you know is right. The Seven of Wands is an energy where if you pull it, it's stating stick up for yourself. The individuals around you could be trying to persuade you away from what they... See, the Seven of Wands is an interesting one for me because it's like you have to... Normally, Seven of Wands means two people are in a disagreement and they're both having like a very hard head. One of them could be usually an enabler in a sense, meaning allowing somebody to talk over them. They're enabling being too passive, and then the other one is enhancing and taking off that person. I see in those types of situations, the Seven of Wands usually is stating that the person that is kind of just like lets things be blamed on them, or thinks it's the bigger, better thing to just let somebody talk and what they say go in one ear and out the other. It normally tends to mean in those situations that type of person's had enough and they have to stand up for themselves and say, you know what, no, I'm done letting you walk all over me. The Seven of Wands in reverse is criticism, self-doubt, needing to prioritize your needs, responsibilities. It's trying to please everyone. When you pull the Seven of Wands in reverse, it's stating exactly that. You are trying to carry all of the responsibility because your soul wants recognition from others. There's a difference between knowing this 3D existence is paired with being noticed and communicative and celebrate with others. But notice when it comes into, are you doing these things to feel deserving versus knowing you're already deserving simply breathing? Seven of Wands is being afraid of criticism, doubting your abilities, and it's remembering you can only delegate so much to yourself at one time. Seven of Wands up here is standing up to another. Seven of Wands in reverse is standing up to yourself. Number 8 of Wands. That's potential, movement, speed, gusto, success, encouraging growth, it's bringing action, and dynamic new beginnings. 8 of Wands up here is saying it's time to move. It's not a time to play it safe. If this would be about somebody reaching out, I would say, paired with other cards, I would state that this is the time. You know the ball's in your court, reach out to a person. 8 of Wands up here for a career reading. Go, no doubts. You want this new life? You're running. The 8 of Wands is running to the leap of faith, which is the Fool card, where you jump and you know Spirit will catch you. 8 of Wands is that running point to here. 8 of Wands in reverse is overwhelmed, loss of control. It's going too fast, it's cutting corners and getting entangled with your emotions, meaning your emotions are creating you to make decisions without truly thinking them through or doing things out of a state of fear of loss. If I were to pull the 8 of Wands in reverse, it would state, the exact opposite. You are to step back and think before moving. More planning is necessary. And by going too fast could ruin a very good thing for you. So 8 of Wands up here is letting you know, go, go, go. 8 of Wands in reverse is pull back and reflect. 9 of Wands, that's determination. It's worry, that's delay, exhaustion, needing more protection, having courage, knowing that sacrifice is part of this existence. Because a lot of times you have to sacrifice what you love because you know it's not deserving of you. It's being persistent and not allowing yourself to miss new chances because of stoicism. Meaning that you felt for so long determined to prove yourself to others and hold this deep, deep sense of delegation of self that can almost lead into fear of somebody taking you off your hero journey. Nine of Wands up hand for me always represents knowing that you are working hard, and yes, you're exhausted and you can keep going. But that part of the hero's journey is having other individuals by their side. It's knowing that it's a time that if you don't accept help, you could be making delays. Even if that's just help from spirit. Sometimes it's help from humans. Most of the time it's help from spirit when it comes to wands, because this is more intuition, external. Nine of Wands in reverse. Exhaustion, fatigue, becoming defensive, burning out, staying true to defending, but reflection needed. What that means? You are deeply involved in either like a work environment, a home where you're taking on all the burdens and other people know it and they're not trying to help you. It's people and situations that allow you to burn out and then still continue for you, or still expect for you to continue to go. It's that whole presentation, that overspeaking words thing that we were looking at earlier. Nine of Wands in reverse means you need to speak up for yourself. But if you do it in an uncontrolled way, it won't be heard, it won't be seen. Nine of Wands in reverse is letting you know you're taking on too much, and it's time to address and go from there. 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands up here is persevering as well, but it's more about scaling backwards, seeing you are right at that finish line, but your mind wants you to see it as like so much farther than it actually is. It's knowing that you have a lot of burdens, a lot of pressure on you. You're taking care of a lot of stuff, but you're handling it like a motherfucking G. Which, in case you're not aware, when I say that, I mean it as, that means like a motherfucking gangster. And it's just an expression of, I guess, probably somebody my age saying that you're awesome, you're a boss, etc. Just so you know when I say that. Basically, right now, the 10 of Wands is stating that you have gained so much from your life experience, so much from those burdens that you never would have gained and you never would have saw how strong you are if you weren't holding that. It's stating you're right at the finish line and to not give up. The 10 of Wands in reverse is needing to delegate. It's inner resources, it's reaching out, it's dulling your inner shine to let somebody else be bright, and it's trying to prove, again, everything by carrying it all. 10 of Wands in reverse is needing to delegate a lot of responsibilities to other people. So if you're running a business and you're trying to do every aspect of it, something like if you have your own business but you don't keep your books together, it's like hiring a bookkeeper, a tax person, etc., an agent to help you so you can spend time on what really your focus needs to be on the most. 10 of Wands in reverse is stating it's okay to get help. It's stating that there are people you can dedicate and delegate some tasks to. Number 11, the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands is being an optimistic, curious, enthusiastic, mighty individual. It's taking action towards your creativity, seeing the potential in your inspiration. Page of Wands is, again, like always, pages are like in every suit. Pages are that young mind where you have just opened up to the new world. The best energy I like to state is like when you've graduated high school, got a degree, graduated college, a certification, that feeling of accomplishment. Every single suit, the pages are that, and then it goes into the individual definitions of what. So for Wands, the page, it's really stating not logical thinking when it comes. And what I mean by that, the page is all what you feel and see can happen. Page is that time of inspiration before it's even close to fizzling out to consistency or giving up, depending on what you choose to do. When I pull the Page of Wands, when it comes to going forth with a creative endeavor, etc., it's stating you need to stay focused on it already being there. That part of manifestation where you're telling the universe to bring it to you. And not even exactly to bring it to you, that it's already here. The Page of Wands is stating to enact on your thoughts. The Page of Wands in reverse represents miscommunication, obstacles, hesitation, needing to ask for help, or for meditation from your guides. The Page of Wands in reverse is stating that you're feeling afraid to ask for help because you don't want to look ignorant. But understanding in most of the situations where you'd even pull a page, it means you've graduated something, but you still have so much hands-on experience and being in the action in the real world of whatever your craft is, etc. You still have to experience what it's like to bring all the skills you've mastered into a real world situation. And Page of Wands in reverse is stating you need to realize it is humble and strong and confident to know when to ask for help, because when you don't know when to ask for help, you will ask in moments of intense anxiety versus, hey, how do I do that again? Oh, thanks, cool. Not waiting till you get to that paranoia stage of, man, I should have asked earlier, blah blah blah. Skipping that, going ahead when you feel, hey, I need a little more verification right there, that confidence with it. That's the key. And the Page of Wands in reverse is letting you know, hey, bring that up. So overall, Page is an optimistic card. The up hand is telling you to go forth. It's time to get that hands-on knowledge. The reversal is stating to ask for more help, and it's strong too. The Knight. So, the Knight of Wands up hand is spontaneous and enthusiastic. It can be some unfocused energy because you are embracing being acknowledged and could have distractions pulling you in many different ways. But knowing that you can mobilize this attention and use it as a power to spread your message, to inspire others. It's a very charismatic individual that does have a charming aspect to them, being able to inspire others to take action. A lot of times the Knight of Wands is, I pull it with like, how do other people see you? That's when I get Nine of Wands and etc. It's saying that people see you as a spontaneous, exciting individual that inspires growth out of them. The Knight of Wands in reverse is reckless behavior, it's haste, it's passion projects. It's building frustration because there wasn't a full plan thought out before making an action. The Knight of Wands in reverse can be if you've decided to throw yourself into investing in so many different new subjects, hobbies, etc., but never fully finishing one because after the inspiration gave out, you did not want to be consistent with it. For more than one reasons. Maybe it's something you truly were like, hey, I thought I'd like that, but I didn't. Or maybe it was something that you did like, but didn't have the self-confidence to believe you could continue with it. The Knight of Wands in reverse is stating that if it's about another person you're asking to go to business with or etc., they're saying you should watch out. Like, this person has a lot of ability to talk about things, but not actually go forth with the planning and action. Knight of Wands up hand, it's being inspiring to others. Knight of Wands in reversal is stating to make sure you are not running off just inspiration before making big delegations and bringing more onto your life, and also reflecting and seeing if somebody else is somebody you should go into business with or love, etc. Number 13, the Queen. So the Queen is energetic, she's beautiful, she's charming. It's all about leadership through divine feminine strength. So that basically means authority through compassion. It's somebody that has this way of getting exactly their point across without ever even really, they want me to say it this way, lifting a finger. It's not that the queen doesn't work, she works hard. Her power is her voice. And remember, cards don't have genders. When I say she, I mean feminine energy, nurture, compassion, sympathy. When I say man or masculine, I mean willpower, go-getter attitude, logical thinking, self-composure. The queen, what that represents, Queen of Wands up hands, is that people listen to you and see you as a safe space, a leader who knows what the fuck they're talking about and knows how to make sure their presentation doesn't overspeak their words. The Queen of Wands in reverse is professional drama. It's your inner beliefs being tested. It's having bitterness, the feelings surrounding you, and remembering you cannot give in to the gossip. You cannot change your beliefs to fit in. There's a difference between evolving as a person and saying, you know what? I never thought of what you just, that situation, etc. I never thought of it that way. And what you're saying is resonating with me and my universal truth. And I see that you're not persuading me. What you're stating is enhanced my understandings of this world, that subject, etc. There's a difference between that and then like you feeling somebody's snarking at you and wanting to belittle your view to make them feel better about whatever they feel. The Queen of Wands in reverse is remembering when you are around those individuals that want to gossip about others and etc. It's a reflection of them, and you don't put yourself to that level. That means removing yourself from that group, etc. You go from there, especially with the other cards. But for right now, sum it up. The Queen up hand means that you are being this energetic leader through compassion, and people respect that, and that's why people see your authority as something to not mess with, because you have a whole army of people that trust you, and it's taken a long time to be that, a long time of hard work, of a long time of already proving to not need to prove. And the Queen of Wands in reverse is not giving in to professional drama, not giving into what other people are saying to fit in. And remembering when you can notice somebody's presentation is overspeaking their words. And lastly, but not leastly, number 14, the King of Wands. The King of Wands up hand is a passionate person. It's a flirtation. The King of Wands is a lot of seduction and strength. It's a cunning entrepreneur type of energy. A person that has authority through power. So as the Queen is authority through presence and speaking and compassion, the King is this outwardly respect. They move. They make shit happen around them, and all leaders have the king and queen inside them. All true leaders have the king and queen inside them. They know when and where, which side of them should come out. The king is somebody who, it's like they walk into a room and people feel them take it up, but with lights. It's like putting another light in a room that was dark or had like messy fixtures, the flicking lights. You, a King of Wands, walks into a room and it's like a spotlight that just shines everything. It brings things out of hibernation. It wakes people up. A King of Wands energy is a leader through complete action. The King of Wands in reverse is somebody who's a micromanager, a impulsive leader, somebody that probably should not be in a leadership position but was placed in one, has impossible expectations from their subordinates or other people in their life, etc. If I were to ask a career reading about, does your workplace respect you, and we receive the King of Wands in reverse, I would state that there is at least one leader that is not respecting you, knows you're a hard worker, takes advantage of it. that all these people have their armor up to them and they have gotten away with things for a long time. And even though you know you're in the right, the best thing for you to do may be just getting out of that situation. Finding a new job, finding a new friend, partner, etc. It goes from there with all of the other cards. But to sum it up for now, the King of Wands up hand, a very strong presence on the outside. Somebody that really has the ability to exert influence, is a positive force. And the reversal would be a leader who does not lead through that light and dark part of their soul. They only lead through ego. They don't even lead through the dark or light part of their soul. They lead through ego. It's remembering to not have... Also, if you are asking a question about yourself and you pull the King of Wands in reverse, are you trying to micromanage almost yourself? Over self-criticizing your work, etc. Could you possibly be turning into a leader that has these impossible expectations because you're afraid to fail? All these cards can explain so much more, again, when they're all paired to other ones. And next week, let's see, I do believe I have planned for coins. Next week, we're diving into the Suit of Pentacles. Alrighty, guys. And remember, if you have any questions, you can reach out to me at any time. Remember that every single month, the last Saturday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time is when we do our group meditation, card cleansing, bonding. Really, during that time, it's about asking questions to all of us, not just to me. The beautiful thing about our community is how many doors this opens. And you being able to share the knowledge you learn. That's what I got for y'all today. And I'll see you when I see you. Let's get it.